Okay, it looks like I'm live. It looks like I'm live. Okay, there he is. There's Gary. There's Gary. Okay. How are you? How are you, Gary? Okay. So, welcome everybody. This is the first live stream from this channel, iDrive NY. This is Jay from iDrive NY, and welcome to this live stream. Have some very important information, as you can see right here. There is a new pay structure for Uber Eats, New York City. New pay structure for Uber Eats. So let me start. Let me start by just sharing with you the past, I don't know, maybe month or so, maybe 3 weeks or so. Uber has had some promotions going on. Uber has had, during the midday, $17 an hour. Maybe during the lunch rush, it was $20 an hour. But definitely during the evening dinner rush here in New York City, it was a $20 an hour guarantee, which was a home run. Yeah, Gary, I see that you're happy with your $40 payment. Excuse me, Mr. Jimenez, or the Jimenez. But what, and that was really awesome, taking advantage of that from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Just, really taking advantage. Let me turn on some lights here, see if that's a little better. Is that a little better? Okay, so, yeah, let's get the lights going. Right, so, it's important to realize that, with the way that Uber Eats had their promotions going, it was 5 to 10 p.m., $20 an hour, and it didn't matter how long you were, how many deliveries you made. You could make one or you could make 100, and you would still get paid $20 an hour. Then they remove their fee, and that's understandable. I mean, but that's what they do. And so really it takes the strain off of having to rush to a hotspot or rush back from your last drop off to get a lot of jobs. But they recently changed that because I think too many people were taking advantage. Oh, I should also mention that there was a 75% pickup rate. In other words, if you got 4 jobs or 4 offers sent to you, you needed to accept 3 out of the 4. Okay, so there is a requirement. Now Uber has changed the game. They've changed the game. They're starting to have less dollars per hour, less hours available for the $20 an hour guarantee. So things have changed a little bit. I would like to forward you guys to the email that I just received today. I'm going to show it to you right now. All right, so let's see here. Give me a second, guys. Uh-oh, let's see if this is going to work. Okay. So what we have here, as you can see here, right? They say, here's the deal. So starting on Monday, meaning tomorrow, January 16th, there's going to be new minimum fares that apply to the peak hours. Number 1, they're going to implement a heat map. Okay, so that is a very different situation. Uber Eats drivers previously did not have heat maps. Now they're going to have heat maps. 7+ trips per week. So as you can see here, in order to qualify for the hourly guarantee minimum fares, you must complete 7 trips per week. With the new posting data, you'll have the information you need to successfully hit the threshold. What they're referring to is the heat map up here. Okay, and as always, with Uber, you can drive whenever you like, as often as you like. You can do 1 trip a day for 7 days, or you can knock out 7 trips in 1 day. Okay, so here's what it breaks down to. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., $17 an hour. 6 to 10. It used to be 5 to 10, $20 an hour. Okay? Saturday, all day, well, during these designated hours, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., 17. And on Sunday, 11 to 6 is 17 an hour. 6 to 10 is $20 an hour. I want you guys to take note of the asterisks right here and look at what they're designating down here. The 7 trips per week will be calculated from the beginning of Monday. Okay, that's not important. That's basically saying that their work week starts on Monday and ends on Sunday. But here's the really important part down here. Okay, and this is for you, Jimenez. The hourly guarantee minimum fares shown are before the Uber fee, require an 85% completion rate, and are subject to change. As always, partners are not required to participate in hourly guarantee minimum fares. Delivering with Uber offers flexibility to work as much or as little as you like. So here's the key. They are reducing the number of hours available to make $20 an hour. They're also reducing, like on Saturday, there were more $20. So they're reducing the number of hours you can work. They're also reducing the fares in some parts. And it went from a $17 an hour guarantee to from $20 an hour down to $17 an hour. Okay, so this is a major. This is going to be a major change. This is a major change in the way that Uber is doing business. But it's still. It's still something that I think is doable. I think it's still doable. I think it's still a good side hustle. I think it's still something that you can do after work, and primarily because you don't have to rush. You're still moving from one job to the next, driving with some peace of mind that you're just getting an hourly wage, which is very different than many of the other delivery apps in New York City. So I wonder what you guys think about this. Please leave some responses in the comments and let me know what you guys think. I also wanted to bring up another concept, another idea here. It's something that I learned last night with Uber, and some of you guys may already know this. I certainly did not know this, that Uber, and many of the other companies do it too. I know Caviar does it absolutely here in New York City, and the rates might be different. But I was always under the impression that in terms of the restaurant owners, I thought that the restaurant owners were making their sales free of charge. In other words, Uber is going to bring the business to the business owner. The business owner will receive orders as usual, and customers will pay, exactly what they're going to pay, and Uber's going to jack up the price. So if an order is going to be $10 from a vendor, it's going to be $10, and Uber's going to tack on the $10 or $12 or $13 on top of that for the customer. But that's not the case. From what I understand, Uber is charging 30% to the customer. That's right, 30%. Okay, so if an order is $100, I don't need to do the math for you people, right? The business owner is not getting his $100. The business owner is getting $70, right? And if you think about it, depending on where he works, like last night I had a pizza delivery that was $67. 30% of that gives that pizza owner, that shop owner, $46, $46 or $47. Okay, did it take that guy $47 to make 2 vegan pizzas and a salad and a couple of sodas for $47 or $46? I think the shop owner is still making out. However, with the amount of money that Uber charges the customer, especially since they implement this no tipping kind of concept, right? So they do charge a little bit more. Now they're charging 30% on top. They're taking 30% of the cut from the shop owner. Now I can see why Uber can afford to pay its drivers, at least Uber Eats can pay its drivers a fair amount of money, a decent amount of money. And even now, they're kind of still putting the stranglehold on us. So I just think it's an interesting concept. It's a new concept. I think they were testing out the market in the last month or so, last 3 to 4 weeks. And they've decided to move to the hourly wage as a kind of a standard thing, not just a promotional thing. This standard hourly rate isn't on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's only on during those designated hours. But I think it's still important to watch, keep, find out what they're doing. If you guys are interested in becoming Uber Eats drivers, I'm going to leave my link in the description down below so you guys can go and check it out. I still think it's a great job if you get out at 5 or 6 o'clock and you're off on if you're a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 kind of person in New York City, whether you live in the Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens. I don't think they have it on Staten Island, but if you live in the 4 main boroughs, it's a great gig. So check it out. Leave me some comments and let me know what you guys think. So until the next video, this is Jay from iDrive NY, reminding you guys to stay driven.